Hi guys, Alex here from Drayton's. Here we've got an Audi A4 1.4 TFSI S-Line S Tronic, finished in scuba blue metallic paint. All the wheels and tyres are in very good condition. These are 18-inch 5 twin-spoke star design alloys. At the back you do get a nice large boot. It is the saloon, so obviously you do get less space than in the Avant. But it's still a very good size boot, and you do get through loading in the centre as well, and the back seats will go down if you need any extra space, but there's definitely enough room in there for a few suitcases. This car's got MOT until the 6th of the 4th 2022 and will come with a full Audi dealership history. Inside you get the standard S-Line interior, which is one of my favourite interiors. These half leather, half Alcantara sports seats, nice side bolsters for your back and for your legs as well to keep you nicely in place. Very sporty feel. You also get that in the back as well, with the centre being full leather. You also get Alcantara door inserts and this nice aluminium insert there as well, so it's all Alcantara. It continues to the back as well. Up front you have your rev counter on the left, speedo on the right, and then your digital computer in the centre. So you've got date and time. You've also got a digital speedo, which I personally prefer using, but that might just be because I'm used to it, but everyone has their own preference. So you do also have your fuel consumption, average speed, average MPG over short term, long term on there as well. And then you've got your radio media tab, your mobile tab, and then your sat nav as well. So when you program a destination, your next directions will come up on here, so you don't have to have the main screen on the sat nav. Speaking of the main screen, you get Audi smartphones, that is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you can put your own phone screen on the screen in the car. But if you prefer just to have your calls and your music coming through, then you can do that just via Bluetooth as well. You also get colour sat nav. It's a very easy sat nav system to use, nicely up to date and efficient as well. You also get Audi Drive Select, so you've got Comfort, Auto, Dynamic and Individual. So Comfort's best for around town. You get lighter steering and a slightly dulled throttle response just to make crawling a bit easier. You also get Auto, so that is the car will judge what it thinks it should be doing and adapt to that environment. And then you've got your Sporty setting, which is Dynamic. It's also good for motorways as well, so that will make the steering slightly heavier and the throttle response nice and sharp. And then you get your individual settings, so you can set the engine and gearbox to one thing and steering to the other. As you can see there, I've got the engine and gearbox in Dynamic for that sharp throttle response, and then the steering nice and light to make manoeuvrability a lot easier. You also get vehicle settings, driver assist settings, and then you can check your service on here as well. You've also got an electronic oil level meter as well, rather than a traditional dipstick. You get DAB radio and FM and AM radio. Media, you've got Bluetooth or USB or SD card as well. Up front you've got a 3-zone aircon system, so you can have both sides synced up as they are now, so when you change the driver, the passenger and also the rear temperature gauge changes to the same, or you can have 3 zones, so all 3 are different. You can also set the rear temperature from here as well. You also get heated front seats, which as you can see I'm using, but as it is very cold at the minute, but they're nice and warm, especially with the Alcantara. It keeps you nice and toasty as well. And it's not too cold in winter, which is always nice, because I find full leather can be a bit cold, especially when it's been a cold night. You've got your drive select shortcuts here, so you've got Comfort, Auto, Dynamic and Individual, but it saves you going through the main menu itself. You can switch between the two quite quick, well, between the 4 quite quickly. You get engine start stop, stability control, and you also get front and rear parking sensors with the selective display on the screen. That will come on automatically when you put the car into reverse, or when you're going at very slow speeds, for example in traffic. If someone gets quite near to the back of you or the front of you, then they will come up as well. Or you can turn it on and off with the button, as I've just done there. And then you can turn the screen off altogether just by pressing that button there. If you set a sat nav route, for example, it will stay on, so it won't cancel it when you turn the screen off. It's just if you don't want those distractions on the screen. We have your shortcuts for your infotainment system, and then you've got 8 presets which you can put radio, or contacts in as well. If you've got your Bluetooth connected, you can have contact shortcuts as well, so you've got a mum and dad as 4 and 5, for example. We have an S-Tronic gearbox, so you've got your standard drive mode and the sporty setups that will change the point at which it changes gear to optimise it for performance rather than efficiency, which is what the standard drive mode does. You also get this nice perforated leather on the gear selector for another sporty feel, and then you get an electronic parking brake as well. Also on the steering wheel you get this perforated leather, again nice grip and a sporty feel. You get flappy paddles if you prefer a manual style of driving, and then you've got your multifunction controls for the screen in front, and then you've got your voice activation, hands-free, and your special character as well, so that you can program that to change between radio and media, for example, or turn sat-nav announcements on or off. You also got cruise control with a speed limiter down there, automatic lights, and heated and electrically folding wing mirrors. The seats aren't electric, but you do get 4-way electric lumbar support, which is nice as well, especially if you're going to be doing a lot of longer journeys. This sky blue is a great colour. It's one of my favourite colours in the Audis and in a lot of cars, to be fair. It looks great outside, and it's a stunning blue, nice and bright, really stands out. This car will come with 6 months gold cover warranty, which can be extended for as little as £199 for an extra 6 months. We also have a range of finance options available, so if finance is something you're looking for, then we can help you out with that as well. If you need any more information on this car or any of the other cars we have in stock, please go to draytons.co.uk. Thank you.